Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Identiguy. Today's episode is an introduction to Adobe Illustrator, so you don't have to follow along. This is more of an overview of what Illustrator can do and how it is used by graphic designers. Illustrator is a really useful skill to learn. It's going to allow you to create custom graphics to use on many different platforms. We're also going to look at the difference between bitmaps and vector graphics. So if I jump into this Untitled 2, another document, you can see two different types of graphics on this artboard. The first type of graphic, the graphic on the left, is a bitmap graphic. Now Photoshop is a bitmap editing and drawing package, which means it works with bitmap graphics. Bitmap graphics are graphics that are made up of pixels. Pixels are tiny little squares of colours that come together to form graphics, similarly to a mosaic. Now this is great because it offers photorealistic graphics. However, the downside is, as soon as you scale into a bitmap graphic, it starts to break up and you could see the pixels. So if I zoom in on this graphic here, I'll zoom in as far as I can, or far enough. I'll keep on the face. You can see the pixels that are making up the image there. These different color pixels are coming together to form that image. If I wanted to scale this up to make it larger, then these pixels would be far more obvious. If I zoom out again, I can see the original image. The next type of graphic is a vector graphic. Now Adobe Illustrator is a vector editing and drawing package, which means it creates and manipulates vector files. So what's the difference between a bitmap file and a vector file? Well, where a bitmap file is made of the pixels, a vector file is made up of points and paths. These points and paths come together to form geometric shapes, simple geometric shapes, circles, triangles and squares. Points and paths are created mathematically, which means they can be scaled technically indefinitely. So if you have an image this size, you can make it as small as you like or as large as you like, as big as a house or as small as a mouse. So if I zoom in on the vector file, you can see the quality is not changing. It still looks crisp, it still looks clear. If I zoom out again. So let's have a quick look of what's making up a vector graphic. Control Y, which outlines the document, we can see exactly how it's made up. So you can see simple geometric shapes there, and lines as well. So this character's arms are actually made up of lines. The strokes enlarged to make them thicker. The face is made up of simple shapes, the camera is made up of simple shapes, and the legs themselves are made up of simple shapes. And in outline mode, we can see the difference between bitmap and vector graphics. There's no pixel information in outline mode, there's only vector information. So through that, you can see the advantages to using Adobe Illustrator. Illustrator can create artwork that can be scaled to any size, and this is a real bonus when creating graphics. I hope you found this introduction to what Illustrator does useful. If you have, please subscribe, and next episode we'll look at some more of the introduction to Adobe Illustrator and how it could be used by you. But for now, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.